All right, hey there, guys. Adrian DaCosta here, aka Jet95, coming at you guys with another video today. Today, we're back with the Seahawks theme team. I accidentally pressed the B button by accident. We're back with the Hawks theme team today. We got a couple of cards to showcase for you guys. First off, we got Mark Glowinski, offensive lineman. Really not the sexiest of cards whatsoever, so I'm not really going to make too much of a deal about him. Solid lineman overall, but nothing really to write home about. Now, for his special thing, if you add like another 93 overall or an elevation pass low ability, he will be able to get things like Dynasty Streak, Lifeguard, and also I believe some other ability. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen right now. For 1 AP. He'll get all of those for 1 AP, but realistically, nothing to write home about other than maybe Nasty Streak, but I'm not really invest lineman abilities that much unless it's like Identifier or Omniscient. But even then, that's QB ability. Next off, we got DK Metcalf, guys. Now, this one I'm going to be a little bit on because I'm going to be needing to explain some things that they did not do a good job of on GMM this morning. Now, this DK Metcalf card, 98 speed, 99 jumping, 96, 97 route running. I am using the mid-route running strategy item, guys, which will give +4 mid-route running to all wide receivers and tight ends, respectively. Now, 86 agility is kind of a bummer. I don't know why they don't make DK more agile. Another thing that's also a bummer on this card is the fact that he is 6'3". I'm still kind of wondering why they do not give DK Metcalf 6'4" in terms of his height, because he is 6'4" in real life, and TJ consistently says that he is 6'4" on his, when they actually do announce DK Metcalf cards and he goes over them. He does talk about how DK is 6'4", so he does need to be updated for his height overall and whatnot. Now let's talk about these abilities, these Genki buckets and ability and X factors, guys, because they did not do a good job of explaining this on GMM this morning. And I mean, to be fair, TJ probably was probably told not to. So we did some testing before the stream, before we actually got into the YouTube video, guys. So we actually tried to figure out what the difference was between the Yakima and Double Me's elevated 1, 2, and 3. So for Yakima and Double Me elevated 1, you will need 20-yard catches for both. Now, the difference between Yakima and Double Me's 20-yard catches, Yakima you could throw underneath, like say a 10-yard in route and then run up the field and get an extra 10 yards and it will count. Double Me, you have to actually have the ball in the air and have it be caught 20 yards down the field. So, for example, if you throw the ball from midfield at the 50-yard line, DK has to catch the ball at the 30-yard line at the bare minimum for Double Me to get a plus to it. If you do the same thing like with Yakima, it doesn't work. I've tried it. It's really dumb. Actually, I get why they do that, because obviously, if these were the same thing, nobody would ever use Yakima. For the conditions, nobody would ever use Yakima. Now, for the deactivations on this one only requires you to throw 2 incompletions. Now, I believe that's on arcade. I believe on simulation, it's if you throw an incompletion, one incompletion, it is done. Next up, for the Double Me elevated 2 and Yakima elevated 2, it is the same requirements as level 1. However, these ones are like the AKX factors. They will go away after a specific amount of downs. So I believe on arcade, because we looked at it on arcade, it was about 6. It was about 6 that you needed for offensive downs played. I believe on competitive, which is what the normal head-to-head default difficulty sliders are, I believe it'll be 4 plays that will be before it deactivates, which is kind of weird. And then Yakima and Double Me elevated 3. This one is where it gets a little different. For these ones specifically, you are going to need 2 10-yard catches, catch and run, and air yards. You will need 10 yards for these two. However, these ones are also like the AKA ones for elevated 2, but these will go away after. On arcade it was 4 downs. I assume on competitive it is going to be 2 downs. So they kind of progressively get a little bit worse, in my opinion. I would not recommend these other than the elevated 1 X factors, at least on DK. I don't know about the other ones, but it's needless to say, those ones are not really worth it whatsoever. Now, if we go into the catalog and look at his other abilities, guys, because I cannot remember what the his elevated bucket abilities are when you actually do put in the tokens or the 96 overall. If you put in 96 overalls for it, then you can get the elevated tokens. I would personally recommend putting in limiteds, though, LTD cards, because they will hold value, so you can go ahead and, you know, use them in for upgrades in that situation. And then whenever you do get your tokens, you can go ahead, get rid of your Cameron Jordans or your Kyle Pitts and get the put the tokens on, and won't lose as much for coins. Now for his second bucket, guys, if you get elevated 2, he will get Matchup Nightmare for 1 AP and Route Technician for 2 AP, which is not that great. And then for the final one, if you guys upgrade all the way to elevation level 3, he will get Outside Apprentice for free, as well as Short Out Elite for 1 AP. Not really good abilities, honestly. I would just recommend, if you'd have like a Hot Route Master quarterback, you go with things like Third Down Threat, and that's basically it. Maybe a or maybe a Matchup Nightmare if you really want to use it. I have not really played Matchup Nightmare this year, so I have no idea how good it is. You know, for elevated 2, and then elevated 3, this bucket is straight up useless if you have a Hot Route Master quarterback. So I would just not even worry about. I wouldn't even worry about going past number 1. As well, we have Himothy, who just subscribed on Twitch, by the way. Thank you for that, by the way. Twitch.tv/ShadowBro95 is where everything that we do, guys, is recorded and then brought over to YouTube later in the evening. So be on the lookout for that, guys. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 5:30 p.m. Eastern until, I don't know, like 2 hours, 3 hours later. It is what it is with that. So yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys for this DK Metcalf card. Let's hop into a game and see how he plays. Christian McCaffrey. So he got his regular core elite, an AKA card, an LTD for his game, whatever. Then he got the Super Bowl welcome pack card, right? Then he got the Super Bowl welcome pack card, and now he's gonna get Offensive Player of the Year. Like, CMC has gotten, like, CMC is this year's Ed Reed. Thank you. That was way too easy. Let's go down. An honors card is gonna be 3 different cards: 93, 96, and a 97. CMC was horrible choice for the welcome pack. You know what's funny? I can't even sit here and say that they didn't know that CMC was going to be in the Super Bowl, because they had a week to plan. They had a couple of weeks to plan that. CMC already had a 95 overall Super Bowl card too. 94. Yeah, that's true. They already had a 90. He already had a 94. I wonder if we get any revealed tonight. I don't think we will. I think the most we get is just a reminder to tune in tomorrow to GMM for the stream. I think that's all we get is just a reminder for tomorrow. That's really it. Oof. This is not that. That's not that good. All right, come on, DK. Use those wheels. Use those wheels, Metcalf. But yeah, no, I don't think we'll get anything tonight for reveals. I think they'll just have like a post saying, hey, tune in tomorrow to see who's going to be Team of the Year this year. Who's going to be in the Team of the Year voting this year. Adderley? Good hold on to that, DK Mech. Holy crap. What Seahawk you think gets vote for Team of the Year? Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner, I think for sure is going to be in Team of the Year voting. And if I had to guess, I think Wagner's going to win it. I think what they'll do is like what they did last year, where they'll have like, you know, if a player got a card before, like a player got a card in a previous time, like say CMC actually is in the Team of the Year voting, which, as crazy as that is to say, I think he will be. Because like CMC just had an incredible year. So I feel like they're gonna have him in the voting, and if people actually do vote for CMC, I fucking took a sack. I was just looking at DK. I didn't look anywhere else but DK. But anyways, as I was saying, so they're probably gonna go ahead and have CMC in the voting, and then say here, like, if he does win it, okay, here's the honorable mention, right? Here's an honorable mention for, as we got DK in the end zone. There we go. Here's another player that got honorable mention, that got second place, essentially, right? Or it might even get third. Like, they may do two, because, like he could win, like, running back, but, like, the running back vote, like, this, but there's also the specialist one, right? Like, there's the specialist where, they had, like, the third down back and power back, respectively. So they might go ahead and do, that as well. So I think they may do the same thing. So if Fred actually does get that team of the year, like, high overall, like, get the most votes for team of the year, then they may go ahead and just do the same thing and say, here's a Wagner card. Now, I doubt it. Like, truthfully, I doubt it. Like, I don't think that'll happen. That is inside the hash marks. Because they chose to honor the vote while still making it, like, to where players' opinions, give me that fucking ball. Holy shit, Jordan Brooks, you fucking animal. Holy shit, Jordan Brooks, you animal. Way to fucking pick that. People might actually care which middle linebacker they vote for because of lurk artists. Last year, people just voted because they didn't really care. Good fucking shit there, K9. Have I ever told you guys to never stand in the way of that rabid K9 because he will bite you? Well, that remains true. Jerry Rice cut back into where the user was. If his user was even remotely a little bit better, that's an interception. Oof. Oof, 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 indeed. Ah, that's a good lurk. That's a good lurk. I honestly I didn't think he'd be able to reach that. That's a bad throw. Good interception, buddy. You see how bad they keep treating Abraham Lucas? I'm kind of, yeah, I don't understand why he doesn't have a good card. To me, it's kind of disrespectful that he doesn't have a good card right now. Good fucking interception, Crowder. Look at this man, Channing Crowder, already with his second interception. Can I take a deep shot to Metcalf, please? Like, I just want to chuck it down to DK. Like, that's all I want. What was that throw? What was that throw, Russell? Like... You know what? I'm actually putting that on DK. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting that on DK. Like, how do you, like, not reach out for that? Oh, and I don't get that back. Good fucking Christ. Finally, Reek gets that back. Holy shit. Fucking redeemed himself. Holy shit. I got it. Let's go, DK. Beautiful. Finally. I was trying to hit a bomb to Metcalf. Holy shit. Fuck. Did I just figure out a cover 4 bomb? Like, did I actually just figure out a cover 4 bomb? Holy shit. Bunch offset again. Like, I've been bagging this all game, and yet you're still gonna want to call it? Like, I mean, go ahead, do what you do, buddy, but like, you've thrown 5 interceptions in the first quarter. That's wild. Okay, good. Yeah, fuck you. I see what you were trying to do. Trying to throw that wheel over the top of a cloud flat. Except, uh-oh, I was in man coverage. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh my. Your thoughts to get that down the field were nullified because I manned him up. Oh dear. Bye-bye. See you later. All right, I guess we're going into another game because I don't know if I can, if that's going to be long enough for a YouTube video. All right, so honestly, that's probably going to be good enough for a YouTube video, guys. We did get a good gameplay with Metcalf. Got a nice bomb touchdown. DK, I absolutely think he is a good card. I wouldn't recommend putting him, like I said in the intro, wouldn't recommend putting him any higher than Elevation 1 for his X factors and his abilities, guys, because quite frankly, it just isn't worth it. Especially for like the fact that you need to either get a Elevation Pass high or a Genki Force champion, which those are like 600k right now, so that's like 1.5 to 2 million coins potentially. Wouldn't recommend it whatsoever. But thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Mo. Peace.